Chen, I will be giving you signals.
Okay.
For 3 minutes to go,
Yeah.
2 minutes to go,
Okay.
1 minute to go, and when I do this, we have to stop.
All right, I see.
And now
Speed.
we go.
Right.
So, Director, why it's called Covenant? Can you elaborate more about it?
Why it's called?
Yeah.
A covenant is a kind of an agreement, an unbreakable agreement, a pact. Okay. Normally, I'd apply it to something religious or mystical, and therefore, in this instance, you're applying it to like pilgrim fathers. They're going off to a new world with people who are going to find a new world. So it's a pact of the ship that will arrive in the new world, and they will build a new world, like pilgrim fathers.
And fans are so curious about how do you create the new alien this time? I mean, are there some practical ones in CGI?
Well, I always have to, even when I'm making it, I still do a guy in a rubber suit. But the guy in the rubber suit is pretty damn good, in that the one in 38 years ago was quite good.
Yes.
And today, I think it was even better. So I'd still film with a person who was physically going inside the suit with the head and everything. And first of all, it helps the actors to have this thing in front of them. If he's not very good, then it's going to be comical. But if he's quite good, it helps enormously. So that's the second reason. And then sometimes we got it so good live that if the digital work doesn't quite get as good as the live, I use the live. So use a combination of each.
But do you still have that secret room?
You mean okay. The secret room, well, he's no longer a secret. Yeah, I do. I have the secret room, definitely.
Still one?
Won't let anyone in.
Still one.
Yes.
And Director, you've been very successful both artistically and commercially. So can you tell us about your secret?
A learning curve. I think part of it's coming out of the way I came about was art school, very, very, very good art school, high-end art school. So when I came out of art school, I could really draw and I could paint and I could, and I hadn't started even in film school at all. There was no film school. And then the next jump was into advertising. In advertising, I was very successful for 20 years, doing advertising when it was very, very creative, high-end advertising. In that process, it's all filmmaking. It's all practice. So that was my film school. So the most important thing I learned out of advertising was, am I communicating? So then when I come to the duelists, I'm 40 years old. First time I do a movie, I'm 40. And the duelist was honestly easy. We got a prize at Cannes for the duelists, and then I did Alien, so I'm off. Boom. So it's all to do with your input, your learning curve. Yeah.
And can you talk about Michael and Catherine, their performances?
Apart from bloody marvelous, yeah, they're great. Michael comes from theatre, but less so than Catherine. Catherine is very theatre background. And I'd seen her in a film with Joaquin Phoenix, a film in Los Angeles, very good little film. And that's how I saw her. I went, wow, who's that? I tend to find cast from watching other material. When I met her, she said I'm fundamentally theatre, which I would be wary of because can be theatrical. She's not theatrical at all. She's very real. And Michael is the same thing. Michael is just a great partner in the process. Shares, talks, discusses, as does Catherine. I like the partnership with my people I work with. That's essential.
And my last question, is that true that there is no Alien 5?
Alien 5. Is there one? No. There's Alien vs. Predator. Yeah.
No sequel?
No.
Just prequel, but no sequel.
Oh, then no. Then I think it was dead. After Alien 5, that was Alien vs. Predator. I think it was pretty dead. I think it was a bad idea, frankly. And then they think the Alien franchise died. And so I was frustrated by the fact that in all of them, they never asked a question about what the ship was, the original ship,
Yes.
who the pilot was, the cargo, what was the egg, eggs. Why? For what reason? What purpose? So I came back out to them saying, we can resurrect this and ask those questions. That seemed to be the most logical thing to do.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, my time's up. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.